What's going on, YouTube? Chris here. I want to bring you all an update today of Bitcoin. Right now, we're sitting at $53,215. We're up about 3.14%. What I want to do today was work through the time frame. So we're going to be starting on the 1-day time frame, and we're going to work down to the 1-hour time frame right now for Bitcoin. And we're going to see some potential targets to the upside as well as the downside, because we have a lot of bullish things going for us, but we also do have some bearish things that we need to address as well. So if you get some from these videos, guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Just trying to come at you straight with technical analysis. Like we've talked about before, technical analysis can't lie. When you're looking at price action, it's not like listening to a commentator on CNBC or whatever where they can lie to you, tell you what they want. Price action is going to tell you the story, and that's why we stick to the technicals around here. And if you like that, let me know down low. And I also wanted to ask you, are you holding Bitcoin or have you been trading Bitcoin? Just put down low holding or trading. I'd love to hear what you guys have been doing. If you've been swing trading, position trading, scalping, or just long-term investing, I'd love to hear that. And one bullish thing that we have going for us, as we're going to start in here with all the bullish things that are going for Bitcoin, take a look at our moving averages and how much they have fanned out here on the 1-day time frame. So in purple here, we're going to have our 20 EMA. Pink's going to be our 50 EMA. In orange, we're going to have our 100 EMA and then our 200. And you can see we're up above all of them right now with the moving averages fanning out, showing strength. So that's a great thing for Bitcoin right now. And guys, we just been chugging. I mean, we have no overhead resistance right now. It's that blue sky breakout. So basically the next area I would look at to target, if we can continue to move up in this range here, we'd look at $54,000. That's going to be the next range that I'm going to be looking at here. In terms of the volatility stop, so what that's saying is it's calculating where your where your stop loss would be if you were trading on the 1-day time frame, and that would be at roughly at about $47,000, and that's that green dot here. So basically that's showing you if you put a stop loss there, that most likely is going to be some type of reversal if we do get stopped out in that range. Sometimes you can wick down and you can see some areas where it goes down below it here, just like this. So what I like to do, I like to use the volatility stop, then I'll actually go a little bit below that to give myself a little bit more room so we don't have one of these longer wicks that get you. But many times looking at that volatility stop, it can give you a warning if you start to cross down through that, or you can just look at it and see, because this is also going to tell you the trend. So the green dots means that we're in an uptrend. When we have the red dots, we're in a downtrend. So right now you can see clearly in that nice uptrend, and that's what you want to identify first. Whenever you're trading, you want to identify that the big picture trend, and you want to trade with that. So Bitcoin's been up, and then what I like to do is look at the 4-hour time frame for patterns, and then I like to do the 1 hour, even down to sometimes the 5-minute for my entries on trades. And this stuff's really important to look at, guys. That's why I'm telling you this. And the next thing, as it's getting a little crazy down here, one thing I did want to point out, as price has been going up, though, you can see our volume's actually been going down. So that's more of a bearish thing, because as we're going up, we want to see those big swells of volume continue to go with the price. Okay, so we're going to keep an eye on that. And like we said on this channel, we point out the bullish, we point out the bearish, the sideways action. That's what we're looking for in this space. The relative strength right now on the 1-day time frame is up around 71. Last time we sold off, the relative strength got up to about 86. And that was this correction here. And what I also did, I was going back through, you can see some of this. How long do we correct when we're in these uptrends? This was a 32-day correction. Over here was about an 18-day correction. Over here we had like a 12-day correction. So typically it's around, in my opinion, if it's a short one, about 11 days to all the way up to around that 1 month whenever we're correcting in an uptrend. And sometimes it can just be that real sharp manipulation where we wick down quick and then we get rolling again. But these are things that you want to pay attention to, write them down and say, okay, you know, if we do get in some type of correction, if it goes past 30 days, then we might have to look at a major trend reversal. Okay, just some of the things that I like to use, because we're going to be looking for that top in Bitcoin. We're not there yet. And we want to continue to look for that, so that once we do enter that bear market, we're able to exit our positions, reevaluate the market, and then most likely go with the trend that way. And that's what you want to do. You always want to follow the big picture trend. Okay, so as we're looking at this here, what I want to do next is get into the 12-hour time frame. We're going to see if we're gaining strength or losing strength in the shorter term time frames here. So for the 12-hour, still just chugging up, and you can see why I use trend lines. Take a look at this trend line break, the move that we've had out of the trend line break. It's very powerful. Double bottom right here. These are things that you want to look for, and that's why I mention them. RSI right now is around 69 on the 12-hour, so still have plenty of room there. See the 4-hour. And this is where I like to scout out patterns on the 4-hour time frame. So the volatility stop on the 4 hour, you can tell it's a little bit closer here. That's going to be roughly around $50,904 is going to be the range. So they're saying if you're playing on the 4 hour here, if it goes below that, most likely you want to get stopped out because we could go to some lower levels. And we definitely can. When we correct, we actually have went a little bit lower at times here than the 200 moving average, and that would put us all the way back around $41,000. So that's why just being protective of your positions, guys, always having a plan, even if you just have a trading stack, if you have a longer term investing stack, I think that's the way to go. Have a small little trading account where you can kind of work these things and benefit from the swing, and then also have your long-term investing to where you're just looking at that macro trend and trying to ride that. So the RSI right now in the 4 hours at 66, so still plenty of room there. Then let's go into the 1 hour. We'll take a look. 1 hour still up above the 20, the 50, 100, 2 hour looking good there. RSI is at 64. Volatility stop would put us at 52,394. If we go here and we take a look at the technicals for Bitcoin, there's a few things that I wanted to point out. So right now we have a 0 sell, a 10 neutral, and a 16 buy, and that's coming from the moving averages. Even from our 10 all the way to our 200, we are up above, so that's nice and strong. Oscillators, it's going to be a little more neutral. We're looking at a 0 sell, 9 neutral, and a 2 buy. So basically everything is neutral that you're looking at here besides the momentum's a buy and the MACD level is going to be a buy. And what's nice about this is it just calculates everything for you, so you don't have to look at each individual indicator. So you could just go through and say, okay, the relative strength here, it's sitting at 76. They're saying that's a little bit neutral. And in my opinion, for cryptocurrency, I like to set my boundaries at overbought is going to be around like 80 to 85. So it's going to be a little bit higher than traditional books that'll tell you 70. And then my oversold condition is more so around like 20 to 15, right in that range. And traditional books would tell you about 30. Right there. But I mean, so far, guys, we have just really been riding this trend nicely here. Main thing, I just want to see the volume pick up as the price has been going up. That's really important for us. But overall, we cannot be upset to be at $53,240. That is amazing gains, guys. And we're really blessed to be in this space. Just keep an eye on these areas. Keep an eye on the moving averages. See where we end up going here. Remember, the trend is your friend. It's always going to help you out in the shorter term to the longer term. God bless each and every one of you. Take care, my friends.